Yeah, yeah, yeah. When in circle with my crew be lames in the game, you get flamed trying to fool me. Where I'm from, they used to treat us like the boonies. Through the fire, made it out with the fam like the Goonies. Thrashing, beats and pretty faces by the mile. See my face, then she smiled, kissed and said it's been a while. Far as that, I need some racks, bruh, I swear I need a pile. Pile dry the competition and fly off, I'm an hour. Holding up the city, got a couple homies with me. By the way, these lames talk, you would think it was about 50. Said I ain't got the crown, man, you suckers better miss me. Only name, ringing beside my homies, is me. Lanes bubble, but you empty quickly like an Izzy. Shots don't even hit the clouds, how you thinking you gon' hit me? Give me money, no opinions, in reverse that shit is risky. And most you do's is if you think you solid till they empty. Word. 100 bands what I'm chasing, 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 100 bands what I'm get a stack a million, that's amazing now. 100 bands what I'm chasing, 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 100 bands what I'm get a stack a million, that's amazing now. Money on my mental, the source confidential, ain't really for that blank, real things what I meant to. Get it as a team, cut it clean like a Gensel. Stars all around may not be the ones you went to. Want the meat without the killing, or without the drilling, or that ass up, throw that thing up to the ceiling, slow it down so they keep up, make sure that shit's appealing. Like these bands that I'm stacking, build them up and make a million. Still the main one out here hitting, indirectly leave them smitten. I'm from Stockton, California, this that Northern Cali vision. It like salad, I'm a savage, different lanes is what I'm hitting. If it ain't mine, I ain't hitting. Double deuces, Richard Nixon, this is nice, I need a lot of this. Money from this lava spit, try squash shrunk, but the way didn't rock the shit. My team make the hottest shit, wait and aim and drop the shit. Make the X-Men hottest shit, modern day apocalypse, word. 100 bands what I'm chasing, 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 100 bands what I'm get a stack a million, that's amazing now. 100 bands what I'm chasing, 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 100 bands what I'm get a stack a million, that's amazing now.
What's good? What is cracking? What it do? 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 Yeah. It's Monday, October 30th. Tomorrow is Halloween, but today is the live stream. What's cracking? It is 7 o'clock. It's a little after 7 o'clock, as you would know. Because that's what time we start every week. You feel me? It is a beautiful Monday. I hope you guys this week is starting out as good as mine. Yeah. It's, Monday's not the best. It's like the most highlighted day of the week. I'm pretty sure we all know that. It's a day a lot of us go back to work. The kids start back school, another business week of school, yada, yada. Me, I'm not mad at Monday. I don't hate Monday. I never really have hated Mondays. When I was a kid, I liked going to school because, the homies was there. So it's like, you're at home all weekend, it's cool. You're doing chores and shit. But as soon as Monday hit, it's like the biggest social club ever, right? I don't know. Let me know how you feel about Mondays. Me personally, I loved them. Yeah. All right, I got a few things I want to talk about today. It's some crazy shit that's been happening over the weekend. You feel me? Before I get into what the thumbnail is about, which is a crazy situation, I got some thoughts on that. You know, the Colorado football players being robbed while they're playing football. You know, I got some some thoughts and stuff on that. But before I get there, we're gonna start here. You know, and I was talking to my boy Hammy from Shitting on Him over the weekend, and we were talking about shows and stuff like that. And I was telling him, gearing up to hit back out on the road and check out some of these shows and see what I've been missing. Like I mentioned in my previous, I don't know which live stream it was, but I was talking about how I took some time off to basically, spend time with my child while he was born. And, I didn't want to miss nothing. I was getting out there and shooting videos and stuff and, still recording. If you watch some of the vlogs that I've done and posted, you'll see me taking him to the studio for a mixing session and stuff like that. I haven't taken him to any video shoots because I don't got time to watch him run around and terrorize while I'm trying to shoot a video. That is like chaotic. If you have to take your kids to shoot a video, you might not want to rap because that is like the hardest thing ever. Let me clean my glasses real quick. But yeah, I couldn't imagine trying to make those two things like happen at the same time, So like I was just saying, I've been talking about hitting up some shows and stuff, and that's the new move. Not necessarily new because it's something that I've been doing, but that's like the move that I'm going to be focusing on coming up. I want to get back out there, get the Basshead Central merch and the USBs and stuff moving again. And, the last time I was out, I was having fun. I mentioned a few times that I've been Slamology in Indiana. That was lit. Surf City and Surf City Sound Off in Lincoln, Oregon. That was a vibe. The SEMA show in Las Vegas, that was dope. The Brian Nyman shows in Sacramento, those are always dope. I'm gonna get back out there, man. It was fun. I feel like not necessarily I'm missing anything by not hitting up the shows, but I want to see what I have been missing in not hitting up the shows. I don't feel incomplete or anything like that, but I did have fun doing it. So why not? You feel me? Now, one thing that I did like about hitting up the shows was seeing some crazy builds, right? Now, I've been in all types of crazy builds, man. A lot of you guys that follow the Steve Mead channel, you've seen some crazy builds that he's put together. He has the Lexus. I was there when the Lexus was being built. Fire. Like some crazy innovative shit. That dude is like mad scientist, mastermind dude, right? Like controlled chaos shit. Another dope build, of course, the Tahoe. That shit is crazy. Chickens Escalade. Fire, bro. Super fire. So, man, that Escalade is fire, right? Now, one of the craziest things that I've seen is this subwoofer basket. Is it a basket? Yeah, a basket. I called it a cage on Facebook, but, I am not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to this car audio, when it comes to car audio shit, right? But one of the things that I've seen, one of the dopest things that I've seen was this basket. Check this basket out. Now, this dude's name is Ray. Let me show this dude some love real quick. This guy's name is Ray something, bro. But this shit is crazy. Like, I've been in some crazy builds and stuff like that. And Ray Pereira, whatever his name is, bro. Ray. My boy Ray did this. I don't know him personally, but My guy Ray did this, and this is fire. Now, like I said, I've been in some crazy ass builds, right? You got the Steve builds that he's built. I've been in like some like horror looking build. That shit was crazy. It was at Surf City. My guy was like a juggalo, if I'm not mistaken. If he wasn't, I apologize for assuming. But I think it was like, it looked like flesh or something on the inside. That shit was crazy, but it was dope, you know? Like they spent a lot of time on it. And that was fire, right? That's one that stuck out. But this to me is like some next level dope shit, you know? Like, look at this thing, man. Like, this thing looks like straight cartoons. I seen somebody talk about Borderlands, like the video game or something like that. I really don't know what the hell that is, but yeah, this shit is cold. This is some cold shit right here. Pause. Like, that's crazy. Like, look at that. And, you know, I had some people hit me up and say, hey, is that real? Or, you know, what is that? And nah, this is a real subwoofer basket, bro. Like, straight innovative vibes, you know? Like, I've seen some dope baskets. I seen something that looked like blood was like somebody got murdered and blood sprayed on it. I seen some dope chameleon paint. I seen some metallic paints. I have not seen nothing like this though. This is dope, like cartoon vibes, you know? And I thought that stuck out, so I wanted to show, you know, some love to that because stuff like that needs to be seen, you know? I see a lot of people on like Facebook and stuff like that kind of like bashing ideas and, you know, all types of shit, man. It's like, bro, just if you hate so much, if you have so much negative to say when you don't agree with something, when you see something dope, you need to mention that. You feel me? That's one thing that I do agree on. When you see something dope, you need to mention it, man. And I seen something dope, so I felt like I had to mention it because that shit is fire. And I'm not the only one that did. You know, I've seen a few people comment on it. And I think that's good because, man, show some love. You feel me? Show some love. Quit hating in the world, especially in the basehead community. You know, no basehead hate. You know what I mean? Grow up. Don't hoe up. All right, so a few things that I did want to talk about that I'm going to touch on. Pause. I got a few topics, right? And every week I do jump into topics and I have fun with them. People hit my inbox and let me know what they think about the topics, all that good stuff, right? So let's get into them. So the first one that I have is ex-NBA player Joe Smith goes viral for getting mad about his wife, about discovering his wife has an OnlyFans account. Bro. Joseph, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? All right, so there's a few things that I think about this, right? The first thing I think is, who the fuck is you marrying, bro? Like, why would you marry this chick? It's hard for me to like really like throw it out there because like go in because what if he like, why? I don't know. I feel like I took my time when I met my wife and it's like, I don't ever expect her to do no shit like that. You know what I mean? And it's like, are we marrying people that are capable of these things and overlooking that because, you know, you feel she's pretty? Or is she bad? Or did she like front and like hold that persona up and kind of like, you know, like they said in the past, fake the funk until she made it in? Because if that's the case, bro, either you're a very, very busy dude and you overlook some real serious shit, or she is like, she needs a Grammy Award or an Oscar, whatever it is for acting, bro, She needs an award, an Academy Award for being the best actor for however long you known this chick. If she was able to hide that and you weren't able to see that. Because, man, wow. Now, I seen in the exchange, she was talking about like, now I told you that I had this situation going on and you didn't want to help or you didn't want to say anything. You didn't say anything. So that's why I did this. So that leads me to believe that she was having some serious financial issues, right? Either that or her family. Now, it has to be a serious family member or serious for her. I can't imagine her being married to somebody that's financially like well off and not being able to help her out at being the wife. So I imagine this was like a family member. I'm hoping this is a family member, bro. Because if it was her, I kind of don't like, and you not helping your wife, okay, if she go off and do some shit like this, that's kind of like what do you expect? You know what I mean? That's what I would expect if I'm not handling it. You know what I mean? And my wife can find a different way. I don't expect her to stay down and stay solid if I'm not keeping it solid too. You know what I mean? By helping the one that I love. So let's just go with the idea that let's just go with the whole narrative that a close family member or something, like say like her mom or her brother, was like financial crisis, they need help. Now, if I'm Joe, I'm like, bro, I didn't already help. Man, they're going to have to find a way. Now, I don't think that she should be selling herself. You know what I mean? That's crazy on OnlyFans. What type of shit is you on? That's why I think that fellas, you need to be, fellas and women, y'all need to be learning these people before y'all put y'all name behind them. You feel me? Because that's that's a representation of you. Stupid. You feel me? So now you look stupid. Yeah. So I did see in the exchange, she had mentioned, what harm is it if it's just me? I'm just selling myself, my body, my choice. Nah, I don't really work like that though. It don't really work like that because y'all married, so y'all a team. There is no just my body, my choice now. It's like, it's what y'all agree on. You know what I mean? It's like what y'all talk about. So if you going off doing your thing, you can't be mad at him for going off and doing his thing. Right? That don't make no sense to me. Please let me know if you feel differently, because I don't feel differently on that, because that's just crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But hey, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Like, who was that? Kevin Hart say, do you? You feel me? Do you, bro? Handle your business. Now, me personally, right? Let's say I like to think everything like, I like to think about everything as what if this stuff was happening to me? And, bro, that's crazy. I can't even think about something like that happening to me, because I don't see myself ever even being in something like this, ever being in a situation like this. Okay, let's try it though. My wife, I find out my wife has an OnlyFans because financially there is a problem with a family member. What do I say? If it was a family member, my wife need to be controlling the like helping with the promotion or something of this, and not being on camera. If it was her being in this financial situation, I need to rethink it, because if my wife is willing to hop on cam, to do OnlyFans, my wife might be willing to sell that coochie. And I need to really think about who I married. If that was my situation, which it would never be my situation. You feel me? My wife don't get down like that. So I don't ever have to worry about that, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's crazy. prayers for my boy Joe Smith. Actually, I don't know Joe Smith, but prayers to that guy because you are going through it and the world can see it, my guy. Prayers to you. Prayers to Joe Smith. All right. So I got another topic to talk about, right? So I guess women going wild, right? Is kind of the theme for right now. We're going to switch up a little later, but right now we're going to go with women going wild. Now, okay, so I'm on Twitter, which is known as X now. I'm on Twitter and I see a picture or a little video of this kid, right? He looks to have been in like a fight, or maybe he had like an accident in school, and he had a really like a puffed up forehead and like a scratch right here. And I was like, oh man, that sucks. You know, what happened to this little dude? And in the video, he's looking sad, and the mom's like rubbing his forehead, you know? So I'm like, I'm reading into this, and it turns out the mother, she needed time away, you know? And that's understandable if you have kids. If you don't have kids, it's easy to think you need to spend 200% of the time with your child, right? And you do, I agree. But to a certain extent, you're going to drive yourself crazy. That's just what it is. I have a kid. Before I had my son, I would have thought, dude, why would you need to move around or do anything because you have a kid? You know what I mean? Like, you've done you should have did all that before you had the kid. And I agree, that's true. I don't go out, I don't go party, right? But you still got to have some self-care in there when you have your kids. And man, so that's what this mom was doing. So I don't want to say she meets this guy, but apparently she knows this guy. And she said that she trusted him. He has a kid, and her dumbass decided to leave the kid with him. Red flag number one. That's first strike, right? First strike, leaving your kid with somebody that isn't a family member. Strike one. Strike two, leaving your kid with a man that isn't a family member and especially not the father. Strike three. That's two strikes in his own. That's two strikes, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? So this is how it gets worse, right? She leaves the kid with this dude. They're sending text messages. The dude, I see in the text thread, the mom asks how he's doing, and the guy is like, oh, well, he won't sit down. You know, he's basically just stood up and had his shoes on the whole time. That lets me know the kid is uncomfortable. So he don't know this person, right? All right. That's what I think. So strike two in the text thread, because we already struck out on reasonings to leave this kid at this house anyways. So we're going to text thread strikes. So strike number two, the guy, the mom, learning that the kid hasn't sat down, and he stopped crying after a while, but he hasn't sat down, obviously uncomfortable. Now the guy's asking, does he brush his teeth? Because my son just finished brushing his teeth and the kid won't brush his. Strike two, like, what's going on? You know, are you preparing him to spend the night? I don't know, man. This shit just don't seem right? So the mom, it cuts from the text messages to the video, and the comments are the overall situation is, she says she picked up her child and he had a swollen forehead as if he got hit, and a scratch under his eye, you know, like right there in the corner, bam. And she feels like the guy beat the kid up. What the fuck? What type of shit is going on? Now, the kid, there was another kid, I assume it was the dude's kid that was there. And for some reason, I don't know. I can't say that the dude beat the kid up. But one thing that I do know about being around kids that you don't know, if the kid is, if you're around some ghetto ass kids and your kid ain't ghetto, them ghetto ass kids gonna whoop your kid's ass just on GP. That's just what it is. Your kid is gonna turn into a fucking wrestling buddy and is gonna get his ass whooped. Right. Shaking my head. Facts. And that's just what it is. You know? It's like that. You know? It sucks, right? You know, everybody, you would think if a kid is timid that they wouldn't get picked on because they're in a house setting and there's an adult there. Nah, man. That ghetto kid is going to whoop your kid's ass every time. And that's just what it is. And that's what I think happened. I'm not 100% sure what happened, you know, because I wasn't there. But I seen the dude. I think he like plays football or something. It was like some semi-pro type shit. It wasn't like no professional or college team. But it's like if he were to do it, it would have been on some, that kid would have really, really, really been fucked up. And I seen the little hyped up, you know, kid with him. And he seemed turned up. So I'm pretty sure he put hands on that kid. He probably, you know, ran him into a coffee table or some shit because, you know, that's what kids do. Probably tackling him up or something. And it was like, you know, she's all online talking about this dude and what he did and yada, yada. But it's like, your ass should not be leaving your kids with no dude. Period. That's not the vibes, man. There's no circumstance where you should be leaving a little boy with anybody other than family members. Period. To me, I don't believe in that. You know? I don't believe in that. And it's like, my child would never. Why are you going out? Is it that serious? Is it that serious? And she was like, I don't ever go out. This is my first time and yada, yada. Yeah, whatever, man. Don't make your first mistake the worst one. That's what I think, you know? Like, everybody slips up and makes a mistake, right? But it's like, don't let the first mistake be the worst mistake. That's just dumb. You know what I mean? And that's what happened with her. And, you know, prayers to that kid. I wish I could. I can't, but I wish I could send that kid to CPS because that shit is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? You should be doing better. Do better. You know, you could blame that dude. You could blame the kid. Who knows? But at the end of the day, you got to blame yourself for putting your kid in that situation. You know what I mean? Period. Is what it is. Do better. All right. So the next situation, right, that I wanted to talk about is actually the thumbnail. Colorado football players gets their jewelry stolen during a football game against UCLA. Bro. UCLA is in LA, obviously. The last thing I'm doing is taking my jewelry to LA. That's not smart. That's strike one. Strike two is leaving it in a locker room thinking that them dudes in LA are not going to get to that locker room. Who you think? Okay, so if the security, right? You don't think that the security can be paid off or threatened? You know what I'm saying? Colorado, y'all running around doing this shit all day. And I'm a I root for Colorado. I'm a big fan of Deion Sanders, his family, all that. But you running around with an AP, iced out AP, putting it in everybody's face, in every camera face, in every camera lens that you can find, bro, during football games. Anybody that's looking for money will know that the lick is in the locker room. Everybody not wearing them chains on the field, bro. You can't even do it. Me personally, if I had my chain and I was in LA or UCLA or Colorado and we're playing UCLA, I'm not leaving my shit in that locker room, bro. Hell fucking no. You don't think them security guards is tapped in? Them security guards is making $10 an hour, $20 an hour at the most. You got some hood dudes that offer them, yeah, I'll give you $500. Let us get 20 minutes up in there. Run through all that shit, get up out of there. Easily. I feel bad because this happened. You know what I mean? I've gotten jewelry robbed from me before. It is not a good feeling. It is not a good feeling. You know what I mean? It make you not even want to wear the shit. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. You know, it's like a real humbling situation. Now, my situation is different from theirs. They shit was like, they trusted this other college and all they shit gone. Hopefully it's insured. Obviously, more than likely it's not, you know? But it's like, damn, you go to play a football game, you're on the field losing just to come back and find out that your jewelry's gone. I know that's gotta hurt, man. And the ghetto wins again, man. The coldest part about this though, this could have possibly not been some ghetto shit. You know, that's the crazy part about this, because it's jewelry. Like, you would think that the bottom of some scumbucket dude is out there stealing some shit and, you know, trying to flip it or melt it down or something like that. But this could possibly be some motherfuckers that just have an opportunity and took it, you know? I don't understand why, because I wouldn't take nobody's shit, but that's just me. You know what I mean? If life was way harder for me, maybe I would consider something like that. Who knows? But for me, nah, I'm not trying to go to jail over no dumb shit, no fucking jewelry. But yeah. So yeah, needless to say, Colorado is punching the air right now, wishing they punched on whoever stole their fucking jewelry, because that's not the vibes. You feel me? And stop stealing. Go make some shit yourself. Stop stealing. All right, so next topic, right? We're going to run through these things because why not? All right, so next topic. Utah sues TikTok for allegedly keeping youngsters spending unhealthy amounts of time on the app. Now, my nephew, which is 16 years old, 17, soon, 16 years old, just moved away from our house. Before he moved here, I would have been like, just take the fucking phone, you know? TikTok has a hold on these kids, bro. TikTok is like crack. TikTok is like, it's worse than the video games. Right now, kids will give up the PS4, the PS5 to stay on TikTok all day. And it's crazy because it's genius. It's nothing but short videos. You know, everything under a minute, quick, slide up. You can see anything that you want, you know. You need to learn how to dress. Go to TikTok. It's the same thing as YouTube, just shorter, which is crazy, right? So Utah is suing TikTok, the state of Utah. Now, that's crazy because I seen a video saying that China controls the TikTok algorithm out there. So the kids out there are seeing nothing but educational stuff. They're seeing engineering videos, science, stuff like that. Stuff that gets their brain working, right? My nephew's seeing dances and clothing and shoes and girls, right? So he's seeing everything that's going to make him become a consumer. China's algorithm has them seeing everything that's going to make these kids become innovative. It seems to me Utah shouldn't be the only people suing TikTok. This should be a U.S. thing. We should be suing TikTok because they showing our kids some bullshit. It's crazy. The kids in Stockton the city that I come from, heavily influenced in not even just gang culture, but violence, right? And a lot of the music that's being, for years, bro, Stockton couldn't get a fair shake musically. We couldn't get the right look. You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't pay attention to Stockton, the industry being they. The industry would not pay attention to Stockton. We couldn't get a look. We couldn't get anything going, you know, outside of the 209 area. Now it's bigger than ever, right? I had a friend come up to me one time, free my boy Johnny Blaze. He came up to me and he was like, bro, I don't know if you realize, but the Stockton music scene is going to change because of you. And I was like, good luck. He was like, the problem is you're not going to reap the benefits from it. It's going to be the people under you. You know what I'm saying? And I thought about that, and it was like, damn, he's kind of right. You know what I mean? I have got offered deals and stuff like that, but I never took them because independent works way better for me. You know what I mean? I'm super non-conformist, man, and being told when I can drop and when I can or when I can't is crazy to me. You know, not being able to move how I want to move is like crazy to me. So for them, they never experienced what I have, so it's better for them, right? But what my point is, these kids nowadays, they're everywhere. You know what I mean? They're on major platforms and stuff like that, and that's great for them. You know, I love it. But what my boy said is true. You know. But the only issue is these dudes are not doing the same music I was. I know I'm not a gangster. You know what I mean? I'm not a bitch. You know, I'm not soft, but I'm not doing half of the shit that the dudes that I knew was doing. So I didn't put that in my music. The difference between me and these kids is they doing that shit, and they putting all that shit in the music, and it's influenced all these little kids to do the same shit that they talking about. They're going crazy. You know what I mean? Now, I can see how crazy that could be with the music if, you know, tying it into the whole TikTok thing. So if the music is driving these Stockton kids crazy, imagine what TikTok is doing to the rest of the country. You know what I mean? The same way Chief Keef had the Chicago kids going crazy, what does TikTok have these kids doing? Because we don't know. You know what I mean? You don't know what the hell all algorithms are different. So we don't know what your kid's algorithm looks like versus mine. If my kid is looking up guns and shit, they're going to see guns. If they're looking up hood fights and shit like that, that's all they're going to see. You know what I mean? They're going to see that and everything that circles that, which is gangster music, all types of shit. You know what I mean? So the U.S. needs to sue fucking TikTok too. Down with TikTok. You know what I mean? Like, who is it? Trump? He said, fuck TikTok, ban that shit or whatever. I agree. Ban that shit. It's doing too much, man. It's doing too much, my friend. All right, so speaking of the U.S., a lot of you soldiers out there, fat as fuck. I'm fat too, bro, but if you a soldier, how are you fat? Studies say nearly 7 out of 10 soldiers are overweight or obese according to body mass index. What are you guys doing? You got to protect the whole country, bro. What are you doing? Hey, we turning into idiocracy so like, oh my God. The world, America is turning into the movie Idiocracy so fast. Like, it's crazy how fast this shit is happening. Because with the times that are changing, like, I'm like lost in words because when I was coming up, right, any little thing that had to do with the military you couldn't have an ounce of fat, it seemed like. You know what I mean? So for today, 7 out of 10 soldiers are overweight. That just says like the system is failing right now. The system has to be failing. How does obesity is so bad in America that it's getting to the military, bro? What the fuck? I don't even know what to say about that. Like, besides Jenny Craig, our Weight Watchers need to take over the military, like, need to handle that part. These motherfuckers need to go on keto. Like, maybe I could be a soldier. I'm fat. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I could be a soldier. But getting shot, I'm not for that. Like, shit. You got the wrong one, buddy. Not this guy. I'm not trying to get shot. I know a dude, right? I know a dude that this motherfucker he was a dude that always thought he was smarter than everybody, right? So I lose touch with this dude for about a year. No, about 2 or 3 years, right? Lose touch with him. So I'm out. This is a long time ago. I'm out and I'm getting ready to perform at this bar. And before I go on stage, you know, I'm out chilling, talking to people, and who do I see? Cocky Man. So I see Cocky Man, and I'm like, he's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, oh, what's up? Where the hell you been? He's like, yeah, man, I joined the military. I was like, what? Like, you were just, this dude thought he was smarter than everybody. You know what I mean? So it was like, we worked at the same place, and he felt like he wasn't, he needed to be upper management because, you know, the people he were working for wasn't smart as him and didn't have the credentials that he had. Right. So I'm telling him, like, bro, how did you go from challenging everybody's brain at work to this right here, joining the military? He's like, well, I was playing Call of Duty one day, and I was like, you know what? I could do this. And he signed up for the military the next day. And then just right there, it made me think. It made me realize this motherfucker been stupid as hell ever since I met him. You're challenging people in their positions that you've never even met before. You don't even know this motherfucker, but you're challenging them because you feel like you're overly confident. Cocky Man, pause. Now you're playing video games and put your life in danger because you played a video game very well and you were like, oh, I got this. I could do this too. So needless to say, I never talked to Cocky Man after that because he's fucking stupid. I don't mix well with stupid people, and that just like put the cherry on the top that this dude was stupid. So we know what time it was. I don't know what the hell I wonder what Cocky Man's up to now. Besides being stupid. Hopefully he's still alive because shit, the military, man, you can get shot. And that's just the reality of things, right? All right, so now this last topic is it's kind of funny, right? Because how many times have you talked to your friends and was like, hey, what would you do if you seen this big lump sum of money? Or, you know, what if you hit this lick? Or what if you came up on this big money? Like, what would you do, right? El Perón says, armed forces be recruiting anyone nowadays to fill position. I've never felt more vulnerable. Facts. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, for the military to be Full Metal Jacket in the movies to now everybody's fat. I don't know. Maybe we all need to strap up and get ready to fight the war. Because if we got fat people, you know what I mean, like obese armed soldiers, like more than likely we gonna have to protect ourselves, bro. And I've always believed in protecting ourselves, but shit, if it's looking that bad, it's becoming a reality, you know. But yeah, all right. So like I was saying, right. So I've since a kid I've been thinking, you know, what if I found this money? What if yada yada happened? And you know, what would I do? Would I turn it in? Yada yada, whatever. So this next situation, feds charge 4 men with stealing 2 million dimes, around 2 million dimes, which comes out to $234,500, right? From a truck while the driver was asleep in a Walmart parking lot. They were caught by cashing it in at Coinstar machines. The world is stupid. Bro, the world is stupid. The world is dumb, bro. The world is dumb. So you hit okay, let's run this back. So 4 people, they steal hella dimes. We're not even gonna say how much it was. 2 million. They steal 2 million dimes. Dimes, coins. They steal roughly 2 million coins from a truck while the driver was sleeping, and these dumb motherfuckers go to cash it in at Coinstar. You kidding me? I would have bought. That is hella stupid. Like, that is the dumbest shit I've ever. That's like top 10 dumbest shit I've ever heard. Why would you cash this shit in at a Coinstar? You don't think the government is smart enough to check it? Well, they stole coins. Where should we go? Where should we check out? There's no way you're getting away with this. You might as well. I don't know how you would get away with this, because all they got to do is ask every vendor, store, whatever. Hey, have you noticed anybody using a bunch of dimes to pay for anything? Or go to a Coinstar where you guess what? You put coins in and they give you cash. That's some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard, right? So 4 men got charged with this. Now, what I'm surprised at is that there isn't a 5th person, which is the driver, being charged, because how the hell they know to go to a random truck in a random Walmart and steal coins out of the truck? How do they know that? I would assume if it was me, I don't trust nobody. So the first thing I thought when I read this, when I read about this, was what the driver has something to do with this. Which one of them is related to the driver? Who knows the driver? Because why did his truck, of all trucks, get hit? That, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Why did his shit get hit? My boy, the driver, the driver, just like the UCLA security over there that was guarding that jewelry in that locker room, was like, hey, give me a nice cut. I can go to sleep. I can turn my head this way. You could go that way. You feel me? It don't make sense. It don't make sense. The security guards, the motherfuckers working the popcorn machine would be questioned about the Colorado University locker room being stolen from if it was me. You know what I'm saying? Because one of you motherfuckers know what's up. The driver knows what's up, bro. I don't care, bro. That driver, you didn't just go to sleep and all them fucking coins get stolen and you didn't wake up or nothing. And, man, that motherfucker must have been snoring his ass off. You had to been asleep with the music on loud as hell for you to hear nothing. You're in a Walmart parking lot. It ain't like it's like a stadium, like to where it's just hella noise or something. Bro, somebody let me know what kind of car the driver driving right now. Cause that motherfucker, he was doing it big. But these 4 dudes got caught for stealing 2 million dimes. Feds got their ass. Y'all finna be locked up like Akon, you feel me? And you dropped that shit off at the Coinstar machine. Man, I would have been at the damn dimes though. Like, that's so obvious. Like, how do you get caught? How do you spend the dimes? That's what I'm curious about. Like, how do you spend those dimes? How do you, I don't know. That's just crazy because it's like, bro, they're dimes. You know what I mean? It ain't like it's dollars. You could hit the strip club, something, you know what I mean? With dollar bills. Dimes, it's like so like obvious. You go into the car dealership, yeah, I'm finna pay all dimes. You're gonna look real suspicious. You're gonna look real suspicious. You gotta spend that shit in the hood. Gotta like Chick-fil-A and spend nothing but dimes. You know what I mean? Oh man, just found these out. I own a laundromat. I didn't do it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how you would get away with that. Maybe you can. I don't know. How would you get? If you're watching this, hit the comment section. Let me know how you would get away with having nothing but dimes. You know what I mean? And getting rid of the dimes. How would you get away with that shit? Because I have no idea on how I would get away with the dimes. Because everything that I could think of would lead me to be caught. You know, other than just like spending the money like slowly throughout time. And if you hitting licks like that, you need that money to come fast and go fast. You know what I mean? You're not saving that shit and putting it in the bank. You about to spend all that. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. Hit the comment section with that. At this point right now, I need everybody to stop. Hit the like button for me one time, please. Thank you. But yeah. All right. So I've reached the end of this live stream, right? I had a bunch of topics and I flew through them all because I don't have a lot of questions in the chat like I usually do. And that's fine. You know what I mean? But I had some crazy topics. So if you're done, when you're done watching this or while you're watching this, hit the comment section. Let me know what you think about some of these comments. I definitely would like to go back and forth with you guys about these because maybe I don't have it right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't know. You know what I mean? But what I do want to know is what you guys think about it. My guy El Peron says, I would deposit rolls of dimes slowly over time. Shout out from the 402. We still flexing gas station windows over here. SMD, Diamond in the Mud, SOTL. Big shout out, to the 402. I don't know where that is, but big shout out to it. Hey, let me know where it's at and I'll give you a shout out, my guy. That is hella funny about the gas station windows flexing. Man, my boy Steve, he is not playing with them, with them builds, man. But, I want to let you guys know that I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in with me on a Monday, at 7 p.m. I will be back on Friday at 7 p.m. We're going to keep doing this and we're going to keep growing it. You feel me? Shout out to Omaha, Nebraska. Man, Nebraska. Big shout out to Nebraska. You feel me? I was out there on the way to Slamology. Bro, I can't remember. Was it Lincoln? No, it might not have been Lincoln. Wherever the hell it was, bro. We stopped. No disrespect to Nebraska. You know what I mean? They were nice people. We stopped at at Wendy's, and everybody looked greasy in that mug. We ate the food and felt sick immediately. I feel like they did something to my food, but we made it out. And big shout out to everybody that was cool as hell in Nebraska. But like I said, back on Friday at 7 p.m. I appreciate you guys for stopping in and, checking out the live stream, hitting the like button, leaving a comment in the chat, all that good stuff. This week's motto or, mantra for the week is when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. You feel me? A lot of the time we give people the benefit of the doubt. Well, maybe they didn't mean it like that, or nah, they wouldn't do me like that, yada yada. Nah, believe that shit. Just because you're a good person or a decent person or you have integrity don't mean the rest of the world does. Sometimes it's time to believe that shit and let that relationship die where it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what that is. This week, I want you to see people for who they really are and don't get mad at it. Just accept it for what it is and, go from there. If it causes you to get angry, that's you. You know what I mean? That's on you. Nobody's in control of your feelings. Only you are. But when you do see a person and they're being who you don't think they are, or that's not their character to you, check yourself, because that's definitely their character, my guy, my girl, all that. You feel me? When you see somebody when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. So on Friday, I will check back in, let me know if that resonated with you in your life. All right, we're gonna get out of here until Friday. Peace.